What is the Beast of LBL? In 1963, President John F. Kennedy designated the area between Lake Barkley and Kentucky Lake as a national park. Land between the lakes, or LBL for short, is breathtaking in its majesty, but it is also home to one of the most dangerous cryptids to inhabit North America. The Beast of LBL is said to be a gargantuan wolf-like animal that walks on two legs and has five-fingered human hands with razor-sharp claws on the end. The creature stands well over 7 feet, with massive crushing jaws and brightly glowing eyes. In the area surrounding LBL, ranchers will report hearing howls like that of no known creature at night, followed by their cattle disappearing and turning up mutilated. Unsurprisingly, the Native Americans that occupied what is now called Kentucky had many legends about the cow-killing canine. One group warned European fur traders of loup-garou, a shapeshifter that took the form of a half-man, half-wolf creature, similar to the Navajo skinwalkers. The sightings of the beast continue into the modern era. One of the most frightening of these happened to a group of Murray State University students who were camping in the land between the lakes in 1973. A group of young men were enjoying the woods on a warm spring weekend, sitting around a fire built by their VW microbus, and just generally having a fine time. As the evening began drawing in, one of the students went off into the forest. When he returned to the campsite, he told his friends that he'd felt like something was watching him, and that he heard something sniffing in the woods. His friends said he'd probably just heard a wild hog or some other kind of animal. The student said he'd never heard anything like it before, and he grew increasingly nervous as the darkness gathered. As the night grew dark, the group began to hear the shuffling sound of something large moving in the fallen leaves. It seemed to be circling their campsite, moving incredibly swiftly. The boys began to become anxious. They shone their flashlights in the woods in the direction of the footsteps, but they saw nothing. And then, the howling began. It was a wild, insane howling, like a wolf, only much louder than any wolf could ever be, and with an unnatural, blood-curdling quality that made the noise almost like mocking laughter. It seemed to come from everywhere around them, first one side of the circle of light around the fire, and then from the other. Soon, the terrified campers began to catch glimpses of a pair of glowing red eyes as they ran past in the dark. The terrified boys retreated into their Volkswagen bus and, pretty wisely, decided not to stick around for a better look. Tearing down the road, they soon saw that they were being pursued, and that a massive, shadowy figure was racing behind them, barely visible in the bus's tail lights. As the bus slowed to take a corner, they felt a massive jolt, and then it seemed as if something was holding the Volkswagen back. Giving it everything, they broke free and tore out of the forest, and they didn't stop till they're back on the Murray State campus. In an even more ghastly tale, set in the 1980s, the Beast of LBL is said to have brutally slaughtered a family of 4. Their mutilated bodies were found in their mobile home by the police, covered in massive claw marks. The incident was covered up to protect the tourism industry in the economically fragile area. Do you believe in the beast of the land between the lakes? Have you had any encounters with the creature? Let me know in the comment section below.